I've decided to come out into the greenhouse this afternoon just for half an hour because these pansies that I planted on the 20th of February are doing so well that it's time to transplant them from these into some pots, and so I'm going to spend a little bit of time doing some of those today. I've got these little pots which are 4-inch pots, and I'm going to use these. I'm still using the Mother Earth compost, but I have been able to get some more of the clover yesterday, so I'll be back to that once this has been used up, so long as I can still get it. They've been in the propagator ever since I planted them. Well, I hope they'll come out okay. Now, although it's already the 3rd of April, yesterday we had a really hard frost, and it looked like it'd been one again this morning. Now I know that I could just go out and buy some of these already growing, but part of the joy of gardening is doing your own. I'm going to keep those two together because and seeing your own results. So I know I won't have enough for what I want later in the year, but at least I can have some which I've grown myself. Well, obviously not going to have enough pots because I thought there was one in each. So while the cameras are on, I might as well just do these few as well. I've got some of these lids spare, so I'm going to actually sit them in these so that I can put water into these to water them. It seems as if the peas are very slow this year. I don't seem to have just a sign of life in that one there, but maybe in that one as well. So maybe in the next couple of days some of the peas will be coming through. But that's those done for now. And I'll water them. got a straightforward task to do today in the garden. I'm going to do the trench ready for the planting the carrots later this month. I did come out last night and moved the sheet that I've got over the garden, and I marked out and dug a bit of the soil about, and its soil is quite good now because I've been putting lots of manure and compost in the last 4 years and digging it all in. But I've still going to dig a trench. I've still got some of the old wood that I had around the edge of the vegetable patch, which I'm going to just use to line each side of the trench to stop the soil falling in. And then I will fill that with compost with a little bit of manure mixed in with it, ready for planting the carrots out when they're stronger later this month. I also found last night a few more pots, so I won't put this on the video, but I'm going to finish off doing the pansies as well. So I'm only going to use one camera for this, so I'll move the camera around and stop and start between different tasks that I do. Before we go out into the garden, we'll just look at some of the stuff that is here. This is doing okay. Beelia in the back there. These are the carrots. See how they do. And then we've got the Gazina, which is doing really well now, so I need some good weather now to be able to plant some of that out. The sweet peas that are under there. And then I came out last night and noticed that in this pot here, the Morning Glory is starting to come through, which I planted about a week ago. And then in here there is just a sign of a pea coming through, a couple of peas coming through, and also in this one over here, so maybe I'll get those coming through now. There's the pansies that I did yesterday, a few more down there on the floor, and then we go into the propagator, and stuff is doing really well there. The geranium in the back, and this rest of the pansies that I'll do later on, and then the marigold. 1, 2, 8 of them seem to be looking okay. Now, it might seem strange digging that trench, but because there's so much clay in the soil, although it is a lot better, I'll now put some boards up each side and then fill it up by mixing it with some of this soil again and some compost, and that will be softer ground for the carrots to grow down into. Interestingly, at the other end I've come across Mr. Mole's run again. As you can see, I'm still digging up twigs here, even though I've dug this patch over twice over the winter from when the builders dug a hole and buried a tree or branches of a tree that were here. Okay, so that's that done for the carrots. The soil that I put in the bags, in case you're wondering what I'm going to do with that, once I've moved the sheeting off the garden, I will just spread that across the garden and mix in a couple more bags of peat to help break it up and soften it up, and then I'll use it to rake back up on the potatoes once they come through. So there is a method in my madness. Last year I planted carrots, and the year before, and they really struggled, so I'm hoping now that by doing what I've done, giving them something soft to go into, it'll be a little bit more successful this year. So that's about all that I'll get done on this vlog, because I don't think there's much else that I'm going to do over the next couple of days. We could desperately do with some rain. I've got no water left in my water butt. I'm having to water some of the stuff every day because the ground is so dry, but with the sunshine, can't complain. But unfortunately, I would sometimes like to have a little bit of rain as well. So thank you again for watching my vlog. Please like and subscribe and be ready for when I do the next one.